I'll never forget listening to Dr. Ishikawa, a 97-year-old physician still practicing in Tokyo. When asked about the secret to Japan's longevity, he laughed and said, "It's not a secret. It's the same 7 foods I've eaten since childhood. No powders, no injections, just consistency." His skin was smooth. His eyes were bright. His handshake was stronger than men half his age. Longevity isn't luck. It's not about winning the genetic lottery. It's not about some rare secret passed down in a hidden village. Longevity is choice. Daily, repeated, relentless choice. And no nation proves this more than Japan. While much of the world is collapsing under arthritis, clogged arteries, fading memory, and brittle bones before 70, Japan now has over 92,000 centenarians still alive today, many of them walking, cooking, laughing, and gardening with strength people in other countries lose decades earlier. So, what's really going on? Here's the truth. They're not relying on supplements, injections, or miracle powders. The global wellness market, worth over $1.5 trillion, wants you to think you need endless bottles of capsules and overpriced superfoods flown in from across the world. But Japan's oldest doctors are warning something different. It comes down to 7 foods, eaten daily, woven into their culture, that science shows can protect the heart, preserve memory, fight inflammation, and extend life. In this video, we're counting down the 7 foods Japanese oldest doctors say you must eat every day if you want to reach 100. Each one is backed by science, proven by tradition, and ignored by a system designed to profit from your weakness. But stick around for number 1. It's a mushroom so powerful, researchers discovered it can regrow nerve cells in the brain, something no pharmaceutical drug has ever achieved. Before we begin, let me ask, what's your age right now? Drop it below. I read and reply to every single comment because your stories fuel the next videos. Now let's begin with number 7. And this sour little food may look small, but Japanese doctors say it can defend your liver, heal your gut, and quietly add decades to your life. Number 7. Umeboshi. At first glance, umeboshi looks like nothing more than a shriveled, salty plum. But in Japan, these pickled plums are treated almost like medicine. For centuries, they've been eaten daily to boost digestion, protect the stomach, and keep energy steady. What makes umeboshi special is its unique combination of organic acids, antioxidants, and probiotics formed during the fermentation process. These compounds work together to calm inflammation in the gut, a hidden source of joint pain, heart problems, and even fatigue in seniors. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Science and Vitaminology found that umeboshi extracts helped reduce oxidative stress and supported healthy liver function. Another Japanese trial revealed that eating umeboshi daily lowered blood pressure and improved circulation in older adults. That's because the acids in umeboshi, citric and malic acids, don't just add flavor. They actively help break down lactic acid in the body, the same substance that builds up in muscles and leaves you stiff and tired. For seniors, that means waking up with less heaviness and more energy to move. I think of Hiroshi, a 76-year-old retired fisherman from Osaka who complained of constant bloating and fatigue after meals. His doctor suggested adding 1 umeboshi plum to his rice each morning. Within weeks, Hiroshi told his friends, "My stomach feels lighter, and I can walk longer without gasping for air." It wasn't a new pill or a costly treatment, just a salty plum that his grandmother had eaten her whole life. The hidden power of umeboshi lies in its fermentation. During this process, beneficial bacteria multiply, turning the plum into a natural probiotic. These bacteria nourish the gut microbiome, which scientists now know controls far more than digestion. It influences immunity, inflammation, even brain health. A disrupted gut microbiome has been linked to arthritis, high blood pressure, and accelerated aging. By restoring balance, umeboshi acts as a silent guardian, protecting joints, the heart, and the immune system all at once. Yet in the West, umeboshi is almost unknown, sitting quietly in Asian markets while seniors search endlessly for expensive probiotics. The tragedy is that a single umeboshi plum can do the work of multiple capsules, all while adding a punch of flavor to rice or tea. And as powerful as this pickled plum is, the next Japanese staple goes even further. It doesn't just protect digestion, it rebuilds the very muscles that keep you walking strongly into your 80s, 90s, and beyond. Number 6. Shiso leaves, perilla. In Japan, shiso leaves are more than just garnish. These vibrant green or red perilla leaves are packed with nutrients that protect the body on multiple fronts. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and compounds like rosmarinic acid, which is known for its strong anti-inflammatory properties. For seniors over 60, shiso leaves aren't just a culinary herb, they're a shield against heart disease, joint pain, and even memory decline. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that perilla extract significantly reduced inflammatory markers in the body. Another study from Japanese researchers revealed that seniors who regularly consumed perilla oil, a product made from these leaves, had improved blood lipid profiles, lowering bad cholesterol, LDL, while raising good cholesterol, HDL. This matters deeply because clogged arteries and poor circulation are often the silent killers that strike without warning. Shiso leaves help keep those pathways clear and flexible. The power of shiso leaves also lies in their omega-3 content. Unlike most plant foods, perilla is one of the richest sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which the body converts into the same heart-protective fats found in fish. Omega-3s reduce inflammation in arteries, joints, and even brain tissue, cutting down the risk of arthritis, dementia, and stroke. For seniors who don't eat much fish, shiso offers a plant-based way to access these essential fats daily. And let's not forget their antioxidant load. Shiso's rosmarinic acid protects cells from oxidative stress, the slow rusting process that accelerates aging. That's why many Japanese doctors quietly recommend shiso leaves for seniors struggling with chronic inflammation. The tragedy is that outside Japan, most people have never even heard of shiso. They chase down expensive omega-3 supplements or joint medications, while this humble leaf quietly provides the same benefits in a fresher, safer form. Shiso leaves may look ordinary on a sushi plate, but for seniors aiming to reach 100, they are extraordinary fuel. And while shiso calms inflammation and nourishes the heart, the next food in Japan's longevity arsenal builds the very bones and muscles that keep the body moving strong for decades. Number 5. Sea grapes, yumabudo. Sea grapes, known in Japan as yumabudo, are one of the most striking foods you'll ever see. They look like tiny green pearls of the ocean, bursting with salty freshness when eaten. But beneath their beauty is something far more powerful. Sea grapes are one of the richest natural sources of minerals, omega-3s, and antioxidants, making them a cornerstone of longevity in Okinawa, the region famous for producing some of the world's longest-living people. A study published in the Journal of Applied Phycology found that extracts from sea grapes significantly reduced oxidative stress and improved cholesterol balance in older adults. Another trial conducted in Okinawa revealed that daily consumption of sea grapes improved blood pressure control, thanks to their high potassium and magnesium content. These minerals relax blood vessels, lower strain on the heart, and reduce the silent inflammation that damages arteries over time. For seniors, this isn't just about numbers on a chart. It's about keeping circulation smooth and steady, the difference between walking freely or struggling with fatigue. Take Maso, a 75-year-old retired farmer who grew up near the Okinawan coast. He told his neighbors he could still fish and carry baskets because of his daily bowl of yumabudo. "It keeps my blood thin and my legs light," he joked. But beneath his humor was truth. His blood pressure remained steady, and he avoided the heart medications that many of his peers needed. His secret was simply eating what his ancestors had always eaten. The tragedy is that sea grapes are almost unheard of outside Japan. They're sometimes called green caviar, but most people think of them as a delicacy rather than daily medicine. Meanwhile, expensive supplements promise the same minerals and antioxidants packed naturally into these ocean pearls. For the Okinawan's, Yumabudo is more than food. It's a tradition of health passed down through generations. And while sea grapes strengthen the heart and joints, the next Japanese staple goes even deeper. It protects the very core of your bones, ensuring they stay strong enough to carry you past 90 and even into 100. Number 4. Kombu, kelp. Kombu, a thick, dark seaweed often simmered in Japanese soups and broths, is one of the quiet powerhouses of the Japanese diet. At first glance, it might seem plain, but kombu is loaded with minerals like iodine, calcium, magnesium, and iron, as well as a group of compounds called fucoidins. These nutrients and bioactive compounds work together to support thyroid health, strengthen bones, and calm the inflammation that slowly wears away at joints and arteries. For seniors, kombu isn't just seaweed, it's insurance against some of aging's most common problems. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Cancer highlighted that fucoidins found in kombu reduce inflammatory signaling in the body, lowering the risk of chronic diseases. Another Japanese study showed that older adults who ate seaweed regularly, including kombu, had 15% lower rates of cardiovascular disease compared to those who rarely consumed it. The iodine in kombu supports thyroid function, which is crucial for regulating metabolism and energy levels as we age. Without enough iodine, fatigue, weight gain, and even memory decline become more likely. Think of Sachiko, a 78-year-old grandmother from Kyoto who had been told her bones were weakening. Instead of giving up, she began adding kombu broth to her meals daily. Within a year, her doctor noted improved bone density, and Sachiko said, "I feel like my spine is standing taller." It wasn't magic. It was the calcium and minerals from a seaweed her family had been cooking with for generations. Kombu also offers another benefit. Its fiber content helps balance blood sugar and supports gut health. This is critical because unstable blood sugar levels not only fuel diabetes, but also drive more inflammation throughout the body. By slowing digestion gently, kombu keeps sugar spikes under control, protecting both the joints and the heart. The antioxidants in kombu add yet another layer of defense, neutralizing free radicals that accelerate aging. For Japan's oldest doctors, kombu isn't trendy. It's a daily foundation of health. And while kombu quietly strengthens bones and balances energy, the next food in Japan's longevity arsenal energizes the body with protein and enzymes that keep muscles young and resilient, even past 80. Number 3. Natto. Natto is one of Japan's most controversial foods, sticky, stringy, and with a pungent smell that makes some foreigners turn away. But beneath its unusual texture lies one of the most powerful longevity foods on Earth. Natto is made from fermented soybeans, and it's loaded with protein, vitamin K2, probiotics, and a unique enzyme called nattokinase. Together, these nutrients don't just fuel the body, they protect the heart, bones, and blood vessels in ways no pill can match. A large-scale study published in the British Medical Journal followed more than 29,000 Japanese adults and found that those who ate natto regularly had significantly lower risks of cardiovascular disease. Another study in clinical interventions in aging showed that nattokinase helps dissolve fibrin, the protein that causes dangerous blood clots. For seniors, that means natto doesn't just nourish, it lowers the risk of stroke and heart attack, two of the leading causes of death after 60. I remember Kenji, a 74-year-old retired factory worker who had suffered from high blood pressure for years. His granddaughter encouraged him to try natto each morning with rice, the traditional way. A few months later, Kenji told his doctor, "My pressure feels lighter, my chest doesn't pound as much." His numbers backed it up. His blood pressure had stabilized and his circulation had improved. What medication can only partially manage, natto helped naturally. And let's not forget its probiotics. Because natto is fermented, it's teeming with good bacteria that strengthen the gut. A healthy gut reduces systemic inflammation, boosts immunity, and even supports brain health. Scientists are now calling the gut the second brain, and natto helps keep it in balance. The tragedy is that outside Japan, natto is almost unknown. Western seniors spend fortunes on calcium pills, blood thinners, and probiotic capsules, while natto offers all three benefits in one bowl. For Japan's oldest doctors, natto isn't strange. It's a daily protector. And as impressive as natto is, the next food may surprise you even more. It's not fermented, and it's not salty. It's a simple, calming tea that doctors in Japan quietly recommend for a sharper mind and a longer life. Number 2. Soba noodles. At first glance, soba noodles look like ordinary brown pasta, but they carry a power most seniors never expect. Made from buckwheat flour, soba is one of Japan's quiet secrets for heart health, energy, and longevity. Unlike refined wheat noodles, buckwheat is naturally gluten-free and loaded with rutin, a plant compound that strengthens blood vessels and lowers inflammation. For seniors over 60, that means better circulation, steadier blood sugar, and protection against the creeping weakness that often comes with aging. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition Science and Vitaminology found that rutin from buckwheat improved blood flow and reduced blood pressure in older adults. Another Japanese study revealed that eating soba noodles lowered LDL cholesterol while raising HDL, the good cholesterol that protects the heart. This is why Japanese doctors quietly encourage seniors to swap white rice or refined noodles for soba. It's a small daily choice that multiplies into years of protection. I think of Takashi, a 68-year-old retired carpenter who used to feel heavy and sluggish after eating rice or bread. When he switched to soba noodles for lunch, he noticed something remarkable. "I don't get that sleepy crash anymore," he said, "and I can walk in the afternoons without feeling drained." It wasn't a supplement or a stimulant. It was just the steady, slow-burning fuel of buckwheat. Soba's secret lies in its balance. It provides plant-based protein, essential amino acids, and magnesium, which relaxes blood vessels and reduces stiffness. Its low glycemic index means it doesn't spike blood sugar, a critical factor for seniors at risk of diabetes. And its fiber content supports digestion, preventing the sluggishness and bloating that many older adults accept as just aging. Soba noodles prove that comfort food doesn't have to be damaging. It can be life-extending. And as nourishing as soba is, it still pales compared to the final item on this list, the number one Japanese staple that shocked researchers with its ability to extend life expectancy and cut disease risk in half. Number 1. Yamabushitake. Yamabushitake, also known as lion's mane mushroom, might be the most powerful longevity food Japanese doctors recommend, and yet most seniors outside Japan have never even heard of it. This shaggy white mushroom isn't just food. It's brain medicine, nerve protector, and immune booster all in one. Researchers have found that Yamabushitake contains compounds called hericenones and ernestines, which stimulate the growth of nerve cells in the brain. For seniors worried about memory loss, dementia, or even the fog that comes with aging, this mushroom is nothing short of revolutionary. A study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease followed older adults with mild cognitive impairment who consumed Yamabushitake daily for 16 weeks. The results were stunning. Their memory and focus scores improved significantly compared to the placebo group. Another Japanese study found that it also reduced symptoms of anxiety and depression in seniors, showing that this mushroom doesn't just protect the brain. It lifts mood and improves quality of life. For those over 60, that means sharper thinking, better memory, and more joy in daily living. Take Noriko, a 72-year-old retired nurse who confessed she'd often forgot where she left her keys or struggled to recall names. Her son introduced her to Yamabushitake capsules and tea. Within months, she told me with a laugh, "Doctor, my memory feels younger than my body." It wasn't a miracle. It was the mushroom's ability to regenerate nerve pathways that aging brains usually lose. But Yamabushitake's benefits don't stop at the mind. It also strengthens the immune system, reduces inflammation, and even supports gut health, all of which tie directly into longevity. Inflammation is the hidden accelerator of aging, and this mushroom helps calm it at the source. For Japanese doctors, Yamabushitake isn't trendy. It's practical, life-saving wisdom rooted in centuries of tradition. The tragedy is that many seniors in the West chase expensive brain supplements or pharmaceutical drugs with side effects, while nature quietly offers this mushroom with proven results. Yamabushitake is the crown jewel of Japanese longevity foods, and that's why it takes the #1 spot, because protecting the mind is the ultimate key to living not just longer, but sharper, happier, and fully alive into 100 and beyond. And there you have it, 7 daily foods Japanese oldest doctors quietly credit for their nation's remarkable longevity. From umeboshi plums to Yamabushitake mushrooms, each one does more than fill a plate. They protect the heart, strengthen bones, sharpen memory, and keep joints moving well past the age when most people give up. The truth is, reaching 100 isn't about luck. It's about consistent, simple habits repeated every day. These foods aren't exotic supplements or expensive pills, they're traditions, proven by science and lived out by thousands of centenarians who still garden, walk, and laugh with their families. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these foods would you try first? And which part of your health do you want to protect most? Your heart, your joints, or your memory? Tell me in the comments. I read and reply to every single one, because your stories inspire the next video. If this video gave you hope, hit like, share it with someone you love, and subscribe so you never miss another natural health secret. Stay strong, stay independent, and remember, longevity begins not in the hospital, but at the table.